beautiful people, it's Sarah, and today I'm going to tell you about the story of when I almost got trampled to death.
Let's go. So basically, this was back in December when my sister, the other half of this channel, Kemlallure, Rebecca was graduating from college, her bachelor's in business management, She was magna cum laude and student marshal, which means she leads the lines for graduation thing. So all my other siblings have graduated college and are living out of state. So my sister that just got married, Hannah, she and her husband could not make it to the graduation, and so the only people that are going to go is my oldest sister Joy. So Joy is married; she has 3 babies, and her husband didn't want her to you don't have to take all the kids. You don't have to even, because she's just gonna take her youngest Trinity so that we can see her. But he was like, oh, it's gonna be like a hassle flying, because no one really likes crying babies in a plane, but Trinity's so good. We call her Trinity the Pooh. Anyways, so Joy is just going to go by herself. And keep in mind, Rebecca's graduating from Jackson State University in Mississippi. So my brother, he's in medical school in Colorado, so he's going to go there too. So basically, the people that are going to this graduation is my parents and I here. So my parents and I are going to the graduation. And then my brother's also going to graduation, and my sister, Joy, older sister Joy, is going to graduation. So Rebecca's in Mississippi, Joseph's in Colorado. My parents and I are here in Arizona. So we're flying Southwest, and so Jackson only has 1 airport, and it's really small. They only have 2 or 3 airlines that fly through there. So my parents decided that we were going to fly through New Orleans. So we're gonna New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna land in New Orleans, and then on Thursday night, the graduation is Friday morning. So we're gonna land in New Orleans Thursday night, sleep in a hotel in New Orleans, and then rent a car and drive to Jackson in the morning before the graduation. So my brother also, he took the same Southwest Airlines, you know what I'm saying, he took the same airline to New Orleans, and we were all just gonna go, because he has a similar, flight landing time, you know what I'm saying, so, Joy actually was able to get an airline that landed in Jackson, and so, she landed in Jackson, and on Thursday night as well, and so she took, a cab or Uber or whatever to my sister's dorm room, and so she stayed with my sister's dorm, because she has, an apartment dorm, those big, dorm rooms that are, you have the bedroom, you have the kitchen, you have, living room. So she stayed with her for the night before the graduation. And so she was already in Mississippi. So my parents and I, we came to New Orleans, blah, blah, blah. We landed in New Orleans. My brother landed in New Orleans. We all slept the night at a hotel. And then Friday morning, we departed 6 a.m. to drive to Jackson. From New Orleans to Jackson, it's a 3-hour trip. So the graduation's at 10 a.m., but we have to be there early, right? To be there, because they're going to close the doors at 10. So, be on time. So we leave at 6. Or whatever, and so we're already in Jackson. It's 9 o'clock. We're only maybe 20 minutes away from my sister's graduation.
And so my oldest sister Joy, she calls my mom, and so she's like, oh, can you get Rebecca flowers before her graduation so she can have flowers, And so my mom's like, oh yeah, okay, we can do that, so go get it, because they're only 20 minutes away, and it's 9 o'clock. So we are driving around, and we're looking for places to get flowers at, and keep in mind, we are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's so remote. There's not that much stuff there. We're driving on the road, and my sister calls my mom. So we see a dollar store or whatever. So my dad's like, okay, let's go here. And my mom's like, there's probably not gonna be flowers there, but maybe. So we go in there. They're like, no, we don't have flowers. We're like, yeah, thought so. And so then across the street, we see that there's a garden and home, pretty much a Home Depot, but it's called a garden place thing. So we go to there, and they're like, no, we don't have fresh cut flowers, it's a garden place. So we're like, yeah. So they're like, oh, but there's a Walmart 10 minutes away, and it's kind of on the way to the school. So we're like, okay, yeah, we can go there. So keep in mind, we went to that dollar store, then we went to the garden place, and that alone has taken 20 minutes. So now it's 9:20, and we need to be at the graduation before 10. So we're like, okay, we need to rush now. And so my parents are getting aggravated, and so oh, my mom's like, oh, we have to get the flowers, and I'm like, okay, sure. And so anyway, so we go to Walmart. It's probably 9:30, 9:40, or it's 9:30 around that time. And so we go to Walmart, we get the flowers, and then my mom's like, at the checkout place, and she's like, oh, can you get like balloons or whatever? I'm like running around this Walmart looking for a graduation balloon. I find like where they have like their balloon stuff, and they don't have any like already blown up like graduation balloons, and it's gonna take so much time for me to like go grab an unblown balloon, ask them to get their helium thing to blow it up, and like that was just gonna take so much time, and I've already wasted time like running around the store looking for a balloon. And so I grabbed like a little frozen I grabbed like a single like frozen balloon with like Olaf on it, and I'm like, whatever, screw it. And then I go to the checkout. My mom bought the balloon, and then she's like, I need to use the bathroom real quick. And I was like, oh my gosh. So she's like using the bathroom. It's like 9:30 right now, and it still takes like another 15 minutes to get to the graduation place to her school. So where she's in the bathroom, she finishes using the bathroom, and then she has finished washing her hands and everything, and then she's like fixing her hair and stuff, and I'm like, we don't have time for this, you can do that in the car. And like everybody's just like getting aggravated, and I'm like, okay, can we just go now? And so we go to the car, we go to the campus. It's 9:45, the graduation starts at 10. We go to the campus, and where the door is, they've closed the door. Okay, and so we're pretty like, oh my goodness, we're like, we should have gone early, like we didn't even need to get these flowers, we would have got them after the graduation, anything, you know. And so the door is closed. It's 9:45. They're like, well, the security guards are like blocking the door, the door's closed, they're blocking the door, and they're like, we're gonna wait till the graduates like march in, and then we'll let you guys through. Okay, so my sister Rebecca is texting me now, the one that's graduating. She's texting me, she's like, where are you guys? I don't see you guys anywhere. And I don't want her to worry, because like, oh, like, I don't want her to worry. So like, I'm like, oh, don't worry, we're here. And so she's like, no, you're not, I don't see you anywhere. And so like, I'm like, don't worry about it, like, we're here, don't worry, just do your thing. And so, and like, it's also really sad because she's student marshal, so we didn't even get to see her like do her, because she's holding like the big like scepter thing, and like she's like leading her entire graduating class through. And so after the graduates had already, like, it's like now 10:05, we got there at 9:45, the doors were closed, and so we've been waiting out there for like maybe 20 minutes. The security guards are like, oh, blah blah blah. So basically they're just like making us like wait outside. And so they're like, oh well, they tried to get like everybody to like go to like some room in the like some part in their campus, like go watch the graduation on the TV. I was like, are you serious? We came all the way over here? Like, they're like, oh yeah, man. So like no one's leaving. There's like at least 200 people like in this little like platform area trying to like get me get inside, like, you know. And so there's like 2 female security guards, and so they're in front of the door. They're like, we ain't letting nobody in, you guys are gonna have to go back. So like no one was like leaving, no one was like doing anything, everybody's like sitting there, like people like packed together, like shoulder to shoulder. It was tight, it was congested. And so we were like in the middle area, and so my dad and my brother are like back here, so my mom and I are like up here. So my mom like goes like kind of to the front to go talk to the security lady, be like, oh hey, we're from out of state, you know, like try to like weasel her way in. And so I like kind of follow her like a little puppy dog. And so there's by like the door, like where the door is now. So she's talking to the security guard. The security guard's like, well, and she's like, whatever, basically. And so like there's this like lady on like a walker, and so she's like she's probably like 80 years old. She's like on this walker, and then there's her like companion or whatever like next to her. And so the security guard lady is like, we're only letting 20 people inside the graduation, the rest of you guys are gonna have to go and like watch the graduation at the area, the designated area, on a TV. I was like, no way, I have to be one of those 20 people, like there's no way. And so like she turned to like the lady that was on the walker, the security guard, she turned to the lady that was on the walker, and she was like, she's like, don't worry, I got you, because like people were getting like kind of like, people knew like there was gonna be a fight, like it was about to be Black Friday up in here, okay. So and so like she was like, she turned to the old lady on the walker, and she was like, don't worry, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. And so she like let the lady on the walker, she was like, come here. So the lady on the walker was like coming towards her. So my mom was like trying to like pretend that like she was like with her like posse, and so she was like, oh, like following her. And so the security guard lady opened the door, and so that's when like that's when it started. So like people were like shoulder to shoulder, so now people were like pushing through, and people are like here and they're like trying to like shove through, trying to like get through the doors, and it's, keep in mind, it's a single door, and like 200 people are trying to get in there, and it's just crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm just like pushing, and like I play sports and I'm super aggressive, I'm super like competitive, like I'm pushing people, I'm trying to get through, and there's like, now there's like, it's crazy, it's the South too, people are like snatching hair, snatching edges, people are shoving, pushing, and so I'm just trying to like get there, I'm just trying to get through the door, because like that's my sister, that's my like, that's my homie, you know what I'm saying? So like I have to get through that door. And so like people are now, so the lady with walker came through, and so like everybody's like shoving now. I see my mom like a little bit in front of me, so I'm just pushing through, and there was this nice woman behind me, and she was like, well, I'm right behind you, so if you push, I push, if you get through, I'm getting through. So I was like, alright. So we're both like pushing through the crowd, and it's crazy, and like people, like I see people behind me, like the people got like trampled, and like it's crazy, like I almost got trampled myself, like it was like I don't know how to explain. You had to like have been there in order to like understand the full levity of the situation. And so the flowers that we had gone all over town to go look for is now getting crushed. My mom's like, oh well, there goes the flowers. And so like it's so ridiculous. I still have my balloon, the frozen balloon with a loft in it, and so like we're like pushing through. And so finally, like more than 20 people got through the door. It was probably like 100 people that got through that door, because even like I wasn't even through the door, and so the security guard ladies started like, they went around the door and they were trying to like push it closed. They were like leaning on the door. They're like trying to push it closed with all their might. And so like later I had realized that like apparently like they were like trying to push it closed, and apparently my dad like went to the door and he was like pushing it this way, like, and like trying to open the door this way. Because he was like, oh no, because he saw like I was like trying to get through the door, so he's like, don't crush my daughter, and so like he was like trying to like open the door that way. And so like I thought it was so funny. And so and so and so like me and the lady, like we like go through the door, and once we like get through the door, like I must have like imagined, like I can't even imagine like what the people who were like already sitting down in the graduation, and like what people might have heard. Like they just hear like a whole bunch of commotion, people getting trampled, people pushing and shoving, like fighting up in here. They're probably like, what is going on out there, like. And so like when I get through the door, I'm like, oh, and I like stumble through the door, and I like got through, and then I turn around, my mom's like right there, and she's still trying to like get through, so I grab her in the flowers and I'm like pull her through. And so then like we're walking like through the way to like go up to the stadium to like go sit down. And so I turn around, I see like the door is like finally like closing, and then I didn't see my dad behind me or my brother. And so like I was like, dang it, they didn't get through. But then like all of a sudden my dad like is like all of a sudden like next to us, and he's like walking with us. I was like, what, how did he get in? And then I realized, like, then my brother told us the story later of how like he had like opened the door this way, the security guards were like closing the door with all like their strength. My dad like had opened it this way, and he like went through himself. It was just, you had to have like been there to like understand like what was going on. And so we were up in the graduation, but my brother didn't get through the door. And so we finally got up to like the stands. And so my oldest sister Joy, the one who told us to go get these flowers, she was like, she had like saved all these seats like around her, and so she was like, oh sorry, you know, like saving the seats. And so like when we like were going through the, like we went to like the section where she was at, and she was like, hey, like trying to call us over. And so like my mom was like, because like we were like so like pissed off, we were so like annoyed, like just going through all of that. And so my mom was like, just like, shh, go away, like. And so she was like, so we were like going through the thing, and so she was just saying there like, it was just like such a crazy experience. Like I've never even been in any like crazy Black Friday things. Like I've never even experienced something like that in my life. That's crazier than anything that's like any type of like brawl type of thing I've ever experienced. Takes the cake. So basically we were there for her graduation, saw her get her diploma, and it was all great. But that was the time that I almost got trampled, and that was the time that, I don't know, that was like a crazy graduation experience. Like, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and that was my first story time ever. I'll try to do some more because I have a lot of stories that I can tell you guys. And if you liked that, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what else you guys want to see from us, and I'll be sure to do it. Thanks for watching. Bye beauties.